See 'em? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast of them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hi there, welcome to Red State Update. My name's Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, y'all know my name. It's Dunlap.
Yeah.
I didn't have the conviction to just let it hang there. I got worried somebody might not know it.
Most people, if they listen to this, they know the hell we are by name by now. I don't know why you keep listening to it if you remind yourself it don't make sense.
You got to have confidence, Jackie. Confidence is very attractive.
Well.
Everybody tells me that. They say, you know what's the most attractive about you, Dunlap, is your confidence.
Yeah.
And then they list a bunch of other things, too. Some of them I can't mention on here.
Well, don't.
I can.
Don't.
Oh. It's a good thing you stopped me because I was about to go into it.
Just.
Welcome to the news, folks. We get on here every week and we like to talk about news, all the terrible things happening. If y'all live in Florida, I hope y'all are doing okay for different reasons, and we usually say that. But it's a mess down there, and we hope everybody listening is doing all right. If y'all got some money to give it to somebody, he'll do something good with it.
Don't write a check to DeSantis. I'd recommend to get you. Look for other options before you do that. Yeah.
He got a buddy that runs a damn airline company. Who knows what they'll be flying around next? That is terrible, him flying those Venezuelan folks from Texas to Massachusetts. I think we've talked about it on here a little bit. It's awful.
They had a brief stop in Florida, so I guess they should be thankful they flew them on up out of there just to get out of Florida before this happened. It's awful, but yeah.
I think that, just using people as pawns, they're people that we're not even, but there is something that's half removed from Big Enos, Little Enos on this. I mean, it's the cronies, he is sort of a combination of Big Enos and Little Enos.
Yeah, I never thought about that way, but yeah.
If you stuff him in, that's why his suit don't fit.
Nothing fits on him, yeah.
Nothing fits on him because he's not. Is he big? Is he little? It's hard to tell.
That's just look. I guess I'm sure he had a tailor a few times that tried to with you. Like, no, I needed a little tighter where I puffed out of it.
I want to look like the little kid in A Christmas Story, but without wearing a parka.
That's what I paid you for.
I don't understand. I've looked like that before, but it was because I had to borrow my uncle's jacket to go to a funeral.
At this point, he's looking like that on purpose. I don't understand. Well, anybody want to look like that, but so be it. I don't understand why he does a lot of things. Well, I understand why he's using, human beings to show everybody, to, be a big bigot and show his butt to everybody. I know why he does that, but other than that, I don't know about him.
Jackie?
What?
Did you hear what they're doing in schools?
Well, he made what they hopefully teach it with, hopefully not getting shot.
Uh-huh.
And then learning something.
Wrong on both counts.
What?
Jackie, I got to play an alarming clip for you from the Tennessee Holler. This is from a damn this is Tennessee House Republicans.
Yeah.
I think they're talking to some charter school people, so already they up to some shenanigans.
This is a conversation that going to be slandered one way or another, yeah.
This is a clip of Representatives Littleton and Bolin
Yeah.
talking about the crisis of litter boxes in our public schools.
What?
Do charter schools allow the furries to come as a furry into class, which is children identifying as cats or dogs?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. We're hearing that that's a problem across the state now, so and I think it's a big problem. But anyway, thank you.
She just wanted to get that in. She seems a little embarrassed, and this other woman.
Unfortunately, I'm hearing this in my rural districts. Maybe schools are not fully disclosing that they are allowing children who identify as snakes, cats, whatever. They're providing litter boxes for the cats. Obviously,
this is Senator Bolin from Tullahoma, Republican Janice Bolin from Tullahoma. I knew one of these women was from Tullahoma. I couldn't tell which one.
Hard to tell you.
Very disruptive to the learning process. If a child has that much of a self-identity issue, they probably need a different environment. And it's creating a lot of confusion, a lot of anxiety with the children who are boys and girls. People who identify as cats using a litter box in a hallway. That is not good. That is not healthy for anybody in a lot of different capacities. So I thank you, Representative Littleton, for addressing that growing crisis in our quote unquote public schools.
So now we're
it's public schools, right? That's right.
It's unhealthy if they don't cover it up. If you, that's what a litter box for. You got to cover a mess up. If you just leave it out for the smell,
sure,
and everything. But if you use a litter box, appropriately, the way you're supposed to cover it up. That's what a cat does anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. If they train to go in a house, it shouldn't be that big a deal. Listen, Jackie, I'd love to get on here and be like, these dumbasses, these hayseed hillbillies representing our great state of Tennessee, but it's all over this dumbass country. Jackie, this same damn furry worry, it's like satanic panic, but it's about shitting in a litter box. They has come up in Meade County, Kentucky, Lincoln, Nebraska, Twin Falls, Idaho. They're always it usually goes like this. Somebody stands up at a school board meeting and then the paper reports on it. And then they have to print another article saying, representatives of the school board say that nobody is shitting in a litter box. Midland, Michigan, Mantua, New Jersey, New Kingstown, Rhode Island. Across America, it goes on. Conservative conspiracy school litter box furries. Tucker Carlson is one.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Web address. Yeah, it gets on Tucker Carlson. It gets on Matt Walsh.
That'd be beneath Tucker Carlson, that children going in a litter box. You'd think that'd be just a little too much for him, but I guess not.
It's all over this country. No, that's not too much for him. Putin will be saying it in his next speech.
Well, he already said we're all Satanists. Identify. He made a big speech over America's full of this, full of that. They use the litter box in their schools. That'll be. CPAC will be tweeting it or whatever the hell else next. Yeah.
Yeah, CPAC is already. They had to. I guess they deleted a tweet when they're like, "Why?" Right after Russia to annex all this land from Ukraine, and Biden keeps giving them all this money. Hell. Why don't he give us more planes to fly migrants across the country? Meanwhile, little Johnny don't know how to read, but he knows how to shit in a litter box. It's obviously is transphobic. People are confused by all the transphobic news they're being given. They think everything is topsy-turvy. They don't understand this world if they're coming at it from a place of fear and confusion and transphobia. Some of these people are just spreading this shit around because they know it gets clicks and makes people more transphobic.
And that's how it just started. Everybody on the computer starts talking about it, and then people think it's real. And then, you have to have a teacher or somebody at school board say, what are you talking about?
How are these progressive? I don't understand this here in Tennessee. They're trying to get all these charter schools here and everybody runs against school teachers. Damn DeSantis, Bill Lee, all of them. Where are these progressive teachers? Jackie, did you ever have a liberal school teacher in Tennessee in your damn life?
Not that I know of. Hell no.
Their lesson plans was mostly how they could sneak in prayers with nobody catching them. I had a football coach, also taught driver's ed and world history. I remember him being mad at Olivia Dukakis for winning an Oscar and then saying, "Go Michael." That was a whole class. How did he even, I can't believe he mentioned watching the Oscars because that seems pretty film coded for him. He's probably like, my goddamn wife had it on. What school teacher out there, Jackie, is going, well, let me get this litter box out in the hall. You want to go in the hall or you want to put it in the gender neutral bathroom? So we just put it in a stall? Who's going to clean it up? Are they going to the janitor? Are they going to Mr. Tiergarten? I ain't got nothing else to do. They say all this in the comments, too. On Facebook, the people who believe it are saying, I just don't know. What, does the custodian have to touch a doo-doo? It just doesn't make any sense. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense.
Why even give it? There ain't no such thing as kitty cat class. It don't make any sense. None of it does. People are crazy. The whole damn country's been crazy for a long time. You got people out there doing everything they possibly can. People who have newspaper, people who are on TV, people running for office, trying to make them crazier than they already are.
And what kid wants to use a litter box in school? I spent 12 years never taking a weekday shit.
Wow.
My reputation sure might have made it seem like I was somebody who liked to shit in public, but it's just not true. It's a lot of anxiety. It's a lot of, okay, sure. After school, sometimes people go, hey, Dunlap, go shit in this bucket. We're going to throw it at the Shriners parade. But you try to shit in a bucket on command. I'm trying to get laid. I ain't trying to shit in buckets.
I don't want to hit. Shut it.
I'm more than that. So I'd have to go off. Let me run behind this hog barn and do it. And I just put some of my hog shit in there. I come back and be like, what you been eating, boy? And the upsetting thing is it really wasn't that much worse than what would actually come out of me. I can't even throw this at Shriners. It's too much.
All right. Shut your mouth.
There's nobody going, okay, let's put our heads together and figure out how we can facilitate Michael, meow, meow, Michael, clump it. We're going to have to get a big scoop. Mr. Teagarden, are you writing this down? Big scoop. He's got a damn bucket of sawdust he uses to cover up vomit. Elementary school is half a litter box anyway.
That's true, yeah.
Go ask Mr. Teagarden to empty your box. Meow. Look, and I hope, you know what? I hope that somebody's going to come back and go, yeah, well, there is a kid, and he'll be on TV, and 5 years from now, we're canceled for even laughing at the fact that kids might identify as cats. I hope every damn kid in America identifies as a cat, and it'll be better for everybody. I'm going to tell you, this human thing is about played out. So I just want everybody to be happy. Come at me 10 years from now. I didn't meet nobody. I mean, nobody's listening to it now. 10 years from now, it's not going to be.
Well, we're at the point in the country, I guess you're right. You go raise your child to either attack the Capitol or go to the bathroom in a litter box. Take your pick. Mine's going to be shit in the litter box all day.
What? Who is going to go in who wants to do that? Nobody. And then there's people on here. There's a lot. Okay, Jackie, here's another thing in my quote unquote research where I looked up these letters to the editor online. People say, I know why they're doing it. Because they don't want to do the work. If you got a paw instead of a hand, you can't hold a pencil. Yeah, you really figured it out there, Sherlock. Just a genius. Just saw through all the flaws in the damn logic. Got right to the heart of it.
Cats ain't good at math.
Cats can't do math. Yeah, just disruptive class. Those, they're just disrupting class. You know what? What might be disrupting class are the fucking shooter drills. How are these dumb asses loading up Facebook with, we can't let this happen. And there ain't a one doing it. And the next week, there'll be another school shot up. That nobody's asking for a damn can of 9 Lives at lunch. They ain't doing it. They want the square pizza.
And preferably live through the rest of the day.
Live through the rest of the day.
Not get shot.
And this is happening in Tennessee, where they've been trying, the governor has been trying to get these super conservative, super religious, right-wing charter schools to come into the state. He wants to open up 100 of them. And the Christian college behind the schools, if you don't live in Tennessee, I think the guy running it said something like, this isn't an exact quote, but it was something like, they teach teachers at the dumbest parts of the dumbest schools.
Yeah.
Something like that. He might have said teachers are the dumbest people at the dumbest schools. It was something like that. Teachers didn't like it. But the teachers don't have any power in Tennessee. They did manage to get this school to pull out from coming in, this charter school. And I think other, like Tennessee Republicans sit on the board. They showed, there was a clip on Tennessee Holler or Phil Williams or somebody where this man up in Michigan, I think, was saying, like, you never would have heard of George Washington Carver if he wasn't black. Now let's talk about this movie, Hidden Figures. Going after Hidden Figures. I'll take 100 damn kids shitting in a litter box before I have them teach somebody. Why are you scared that everything is made up and the stuff they should be scared of, nobody gives a shit about? So that's what's happening in Tennessee, Jackie. It's just an epidemic.
Banning books left and right. But we've got to stop these kids from going bathroom.
And you can't, if they set up a board in Tennessee that has the power to set up these charter schools in your district, and the school board in your county, wherever, they don't have any say over it. And this board that can approve or reject whatever your local school board says, and the local school board getting infested with, crazy cat shit conspiracy spreaders, they're still not going to have any power because this board, which I think I just read, doesn't have any educators on it. It's just people who like charter schools. That'd be like setting up a commission. Should we ban chocolate pudding? And you ask everybody on there, how come you on this commission? They go, I like chocolate pudding. That doesn't really, I like chocolate pudding too. You know why I think I said chocolate pudding? Because of all the shit talk earlier.
All right.
I didn't.
Enough.
I feel like all this shit talk really undercuts the important points we keep making on this very important podcast we have here, Jackie.
Well, this particular topic was about going to the bathroom in a litter box in the hallway of school. So you had an excuse, somewhat, to talk about it, but let's let it go.
Let me tell you one more thing, Jackie. I got one more thing I want to talk about.
Oh, no,
everybody's like, boys being girls, girls being boys, kids being cats. Nobody wants to be what they are. And you know what? I heard some boys standing outside the co-op saying that the other day, and it just flew all over me. But I have to say, after I thought about it for a second, I started to see their point. And I told them, you know what? Y'all are absolutely right. There is a epidemic of this kind of thing about people just not wanting to be what they are. Science. I said, I heard about this one old boy. It's all over Facebook. And he was from New York City, of course. And he just couldn't accept what the good Lord made him. And he demanded that everybody call him President of the United States of America. Oh, and if you didn't call him President Trump, he would get you canceled by the Republican Party so fast. I just got in my car. I didn't say none of that to him.
Yeah, they waste your breath. Yeah,
I thought of that later.
Yeah.
On the way home.
They wouldn't
from
listen to
Walmart
you.
a couple of days later.
Wouldn't listen to you anyway. Would it like to say a waste of breath?
No, it would have been. I wonder if any of them would have. If one of them had said, "You're handsome and you have a good point,"
No,
that would have been worth it.
no, wouldn't happen.
But they wouldn't have. They
Nope.
wouldn't have said it.
Uh-uh.
They wouldn't have said it.
Nope.
And hey, everybody! It's Jonathan. I just want to interrupt. We haven't done this, but we're coming up to episode 500. So I'm just going to jump out because I have an aside here. It's an exception that proves the rule. Right, Travis? Are you doing this too?
Just do whatever you want.
Okay. So years ago, when I worked at Demas's Steak and Spaghetti House in Murfreesboro for 6 months in the early 90s, that was not a place we made up. It's an actual restaurant in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I was a waiter there. I was not a good waiter because I would forget your order and I would sweat all over the food. So they gave me the sections and the shifts where nobody came in. So I was working there on a Saturday morning, and this woman and her daughter came in, like 3-4-year-old little girl, mother, young, middle-aged mother. They're very nice. And the girl was, I can't even remember. She might have been wearing like some little cat ears. Maybe she had like a little thing on her nose. She might have been clean-faced. But she interacted with me as a cat the entire time. I mean, to the awkward point. But I mean, I encouraged her. I'm exactly who Republicans hate. I brought her a bowl of milk.
Grooming.
A saucer of milk. It wasn't grooming. She was hungry. It was nourishing. And she, they were very nice. And she was just a cat the whole time.
A cat, just the girl was. The mother wasn't a cat.
The girl was a cat. And the mother was like, this is my daughter, the cat. And then they came in again the next week. And that was really awkward. How you encourage a kid just like a little too much, and then they just don't stop hitting you? It was like that, except meowing. But I remember her, like I can remember them to this day. So, oh boy, I hope this doesn't wind up on Facebook. Also, that little girl's probably 35 now. So if that was you, I can't even imagine them letting me do that at Demas's. I figured like Mrs. Demas would have cussed her out or something. But nobody was there. It was Saturday morning. So that's what's going on in Tennessee, Jackie. Shitting.
Hey.
Charter schools ain't going to let you shit in no box. I'll tell you that right now.
All right, fine.
They'll get the Bible out and I say, it ain't in here, is it? And smack you with it. Hey, what's Trump been up to?
What do you think you've been up to? The usual, threatening people and being racist.
Yeah. He threatened Mitch McConnell. He said Mitch McConnell has a death wish, must immediately seek help and advise from his China-loving wife, Coco Chao. She was in Trump's cabinet.
He served under him, yeah. She was one of the first people to quit, though. Here's what that's
what it was.
When they attacked the Capitol, she resigned. Just made a point to I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm resigning. I'm sure Mitch encouraged her a little bit. Either way, she did the right thing. Well, the right thing wouldn't have been taking a job in this administration. Yeah. That would have been the right thing, but she took it and at least quit when people got killed.
I know that we would have. That's true. That's true. Some people didn't do that.
Nope.
I know we come down hard on Trump, but when you're trying to do your insurrection and people keep quitting under you, I guess it's okay to be racist after that. I mean, I don't know when else. Oh, never. None of that is good.
Nope.
Don't do any of it. You're a monster. I can't believe this. He seems I don't know. Does it seem like maybe he's losing people now?
it seems like a little bit. Supposedly, you look at the polling, whether it's CBS or NBC or whatever, supposedly non-biased polling, who the hell knows? They say like anywhere from like 75% to 86% of the country is like, no one should be above the law. They should just find out about all this Mar-a-Lago, whatever all these cases. They should just go, let the courts figure it out. Let it happen what's happening. Everybody seems to be on board with that. So you think a little bit. And I want to make a point now. It's hard to have sympathy for Miss McConnell about anything, but nobody should be racist. Nobody should say anything about his damn wife, where she's from. That's the worst of the worst. But I'm saying when you threaten Miss McConnell butted up to him, knowing what he was, knowing what he's going to do. Does that mean that he deserves to be threatened by death? Of course not. But it's just hard for me to have a little bit of sympathy for that man. Period.
He also sued CNN, Trump, not McConnell.
Yeah. Now, why did he sue CNN?
I don't know.
I think he said something like they've been calling him, a liar and all this stuff. They're doing everything they can to keep him from running in 2024. Well, they would go up in the ratings. What the hell does that mean? And nothing CNN wants more than for you to run for damn president again. All the networks, they love it. All you doing now is just having to, get lawsuits repeatedly, and they're still talking about you all the time. They trying to keep me from running 2024.
Imagine CNN, somebody at CNN, I hope Trump doesn't run. I mean, he'd be fired. They get fired. Now they're firing you at CNN for not being both sides enough. But if Trump gets in the race again, I mean, it's just good. Here's the damn thing about Trump. He's a monster, a racist, a treasonous insurrection maker.
Yeah.
That's what he's suing CNN for, calling him racist, like a cult leader, a dog whistler to white supremacist, and a Russian lackey, and comparing him to Hitler. How is that not? Yeah. Are we going to get sued? I ain't got no money.
Well,
But this can't be a real lawsuit either. It feels like a fake.
It ain't. It's like everything else. It's a carnival show. If I sue CNN, they got, people talk about that shit of the damn documents that I stole from wherever, archives or whatnot. That's still going on. He had a big fancy lawyer that he paid $3 million up front for. Already, anything that they're turning into court, his name ain't on it no more. He said, he's still working for Trump, but he ain't going to have nothing to do with the Mar-a-Lago with them documents. Because he's smart. He don't want to wind up in jail. He said, I ain't putting my name on that. Y'all crazy. Which the other judges, or lawyers, I should say, are, and evidently that one judge in Florida is crazy too. I said, please, judge that I appointed, that I love so much and you love me, please, I need a special master. Well, if that's what you want, we're going to give you one. Here you go. I don't like what that special master's doing that you gave me. Oh, well, he can't do that. I'm going to overrule anything that special master does that you wanted so bad that I made sure that you got.
That was dead on.
Well, that's it.
You sounded just like her.
Who?
You sounded just like her.
Oh, well, I ain't heard it. I was guessing.
I don't want to say nothing good about Trump.
Nope.
I don't want to be CNN, both sides, till he sues you. They showed weakness. That's the thing. If they just kept coming on, calling him a son of a bitch, he wouldn't have sued him.
Probably not.
As soon as they start going, like, having people on there going, well, he's, it's like they never didn't. They just got more of it now. But in this book coming out, the damn Haberman one, she says that they run out. I think we stopped talking about stuff from books, but I just read this, Jackie, and I guess he really liked James Brown's showmanship.
Oh, I didn't know this. This is news to me, yeah.
When he come out of the damn COVID hospital, remember what a roller coaster of emotions that was?
Uh-huh.
He come out of there, he wanted them, they went to buy him a bunch of Superman T-shirts. Because he liked when James Brown would go down on his knees and they put the cape on him, he'd stand up and like fling it off of him. I
Well,
tell you,
everybody does, and everybody does. Who doesn't like
he ain't special. He didn't discover James Brown, although he might claim it, or that he saw him, get arrested.
Well, I just say that ain't particular to Trump. I mean, I enjoy that. That's why I like watching James Brown. Yeah.
Now, if he'd stood up, he wanted to get up and have them wheel him out like damn Willy Wonka, and he was going to get up out of the chair and open his shirt and be wearing a Superman T-shirt. All right, that's, that is showmanship. But if he had done a full James Brown and got on one knee and maybe they had the Famous Flames playing, I don't think they would have done it. Whoever's alive, I don't think they would have done it. But,
no.
that would have softened the blow of him getting out of the hospital. I would have been like, all right, this didn't go the way I wanted, but, that's kind of fun. That's how he gets you. He's like kind of funny. You'd be like, we just shut his damn mouth, we'd have all them damn immigrants in jail. But he got that ego. I've heard people say that a million times. People love him. But, he does something like call somebody, hey, you asshole, and then everybody's like, yeah, it's him.
Well, that's reading everybody. The polling is what it is. Everybody there's plenty of people that like him fine, but are sick of him. Like, enough. All right, we had enough of that. I know you won. Enough.
I passed a billboard the other day. It said for Duck Dynasty treasures. It's the Duck Dynasty people going out treasure hunting. I don't know. That might be a big hit. I'm just going to say it ain't. We got our fill of Duck Dynasty a decade ago.
Yeah.
Things just fall out of fucking fashion, and I'm really hoping fascism does too.
Let Trump
At least
go
the Trump style.
Let him go be on that show instead of running for president again. Let him go treasure hunting with them. I'd watch that.
Oh, he ain't going to get out. He'd have to be like sitting in his office telling them where the treasure is.
Well, that's them coming back and showing them what they found. Like, no, this ain't no good. You got to go back and get something good. Like, yeah, he's always at a desk. That's how his game show
Probably
is.
it'd be like Charlie on a speakerphone, and they just have to come back and show it to the speakerphone.
That's half of his present. Fox News every morning. That's what that
right.
is. That's all it is them. I'll tell you another thing. Guess who we got on the phone? Let me guess. That book you talked about, that Maggie, she's saying that he got himself in a corner, and now he's going to have to run. Me and you talked about this a million times already. Like, he don't have to say that he's running and he can still run. The thing that he can't do is say, I'm not running, because then some money dries up somewhere. Somewhere he ain't going to get as much money because somebody who is going to go run is going to get the money, and he wants that money to keep coming to him. So he don't necessarily have to say that he is, but she says he back into a corner now. He going to have to come out and say, I guess after the midterms, he going to say, yes, I am running. But then she said she don't know if he'd follow through with that, which is just crazy talk. All of it is. So any of it could happen. Hell, I don't know. Like I said, as long as he says he ain't, as long as he don't say that he ain't running, that's all he really needs to do.
What?
What?
If he ain't, don't.
As long as he says, long as he don't say that he ain't running, he's fine.
Man, it's a good thing I ain't in politics.
Thank each and every one of y'all for coming and listening to Red State Update. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much for joining us here, and we hope that some of you will join us later on over on 20 Extra Minutes with Jackie and Dunlap. That's me and him over there.
Yeah, that's me and him over there.
Yeah.
20 Extra Minutes of Jackie and Dunlap. You get that if you give $5 or more a month over at patreon.com/Red State Update. We love money. We love it.
Yeah, we like that you listen to it. We like that you get to it. Yeah, well, but I love it. Yeah, if you don't give us $5, we still appreciate you listening. But if you give us $5, we, I guess, appreciate that a little bit more, but not a whole lot more. But no, yeah, enough to do 20 Extra Minutes in a way.
Let's say you got to thread a needle here, Jackie. You got to make sure that people who don't give us any money know that they're appreciated and are welcome here.
Sure.
That's the majority of our listeners, and we're happy to have them. We'll always be happy to have them, even if y'all don't give us cent one. And you also got to let the people who've been over there at Patreon, keeping the lights on and the computers going for all these freeloaders, know that they're super appreciated, extra loved, but not that much. You know, like if it's you damn, I had these cousins, there was like 4 or 5 of them, and when it was one of them's birthday, then he'd get all the other ones like some little shitty something, like $1, like some bubbles. Be like, well, it ain't your birthday, but I love you too. This is a situation like that.
Yeah.
Y'all get the birthday present. Somebody's getting a present, and somebody's getting some damn bubbles.
But everybody's getting something more. That's what matters, right?
That's what matters.
And we're getting $5.
Or less or more. Some people give us less. I love them people too.
Yeah, I do. All of you.
You know what? It's awkward talking about money. It always puts a strain on a relationship. So
we don't know how to do it. Yeah, I just don't know how to do it.
I just want to thank everybody for everything.
Yep. Appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Like I said, couldn't do it without you, so we're still doing it, and y'all still listening, so we're going to keep doing it. Another people we got to thank, or more people we got to thank, different people we got to thank, is our sponsors. That's right, local sponsors. They give us $25. I ain't saying it like them more or less. We don't have to talk extra for them. We just do it here once, and we get $25 for it. It works out fine. We have all kinds of sponsors. Local Murfreesboro sponsors here in Tennessee. If you're from Murfreesboro, you're listening in, you're going to hear about a new restaurant, new place to eat, a new car dealership. Who knows? A new invention. Somebody's making a brand new product you couldn't get anywhere else in the world, but except for right here in Murfreesboro.
Oh, that's exciting. What is that product?
Not necessarily today. There's been several of them over the years. Some of them went on to do well, I think. Maybe not. Some of them maybe destroyed parts of the region, land, and people, but...
Yeah, it's like Shark Tank on here.
Shark Tank, what?
It's like the television show Shark Tank on here.
I like that. It's National Geographic Sharks, yeah. I like that stuff, too. I don't know how it's like that, but I like looking at it. Well, you know me. I like any kind of animal, above or below water. It don't matter.
You even like the mean animals that eat you?
Well, I like them when they ain't eating me, which is most of the time. I don't go bothering any of them. Any of those shows where you see somebody get eaten, which I try not to watch, but, you hear stories. It's usually because they're poking them with a stick or something like that. I leave them be.
That's true. Don't poke a damn thing that eats you with a stick.
Yeah, it'd be a shark, a lion.
What show is that?
Wait a minute, what show?
What show is that where they poke with a stick kind of thing?
It's called When Animals Attack.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
It don't come on all the time. Just every now and then they'll do a special or something. But
that's right.
It's a little too much for me. I can't watch it. After you see somebody poke an animal with a stick and get an arm bit off or whatever it is, or just hurt. Sometimes you just get hurt real bad. You don't lose your arm. You just, they knock you down, knock the wind out of you. That's, but yeah.
That show's like, oh yeah, he's poking him with a stick. Well, damn, I hope that damn lion eats his arm off, and then it does, and you're like, yeah, maybe too harsh of a sentence.
Feel a little bad, but first you never should have poked nothing. Like I feel less sorry. Yeah, just don't poke nothing. Try not to poke it. But we got some great sponsors today. Give us $25. I got a good one myself. I tell you what, this was really something special, unique, as all our sponsors usually are. My sponsor this week is Little Luggers. Little Luggers, that's right, Little Luggers. Now, a lot of people, there's plenty, when you're moving, there's plenty of moving, hauling businesses you can call up. If you're moving a couch, a fridge, just everything, whatever. But sometimes it's like, well, I just got a few boxes, and I don't feel like doing it. But, I'm going to call up Little Luggers. That's right, Little Luggers. They'll come in there. They themselves are small, but they're not little people, but just small, regular people, I guess.
And average-sized.
Average-sized, maybe a little. Not Danny DeVito. Certainly, but he wasn't a little person. He was just little, right?
Sometimes they'll wiry looking small fellas be some of the strongest, stoutest ones. You'd be like, well, that little shrimp, he couldn't fight me. And he'd kick your ass.
Well, it's true. You're a scrapper if you're wiry, strong and wiry. So they come all sizes, but probably below 5 feet. I'm gonna say definitely probably.
I don't think you can turn people. Are you saying that there's a height requirement to work at this place?
I'm just saying the people that do work there. I don't know about requirement. I don't know how they do hiring. I'm just telling you, there's people below 5 feet or lower, that will come and move just a few boxes. Now, look, if you're moving and you got a couch to get out, you got the refrigerator, whatever it is, don't call little luggers. That's not who you need to call.
Then what do you call them for?
What I just said, like a box, maybe a desk, a chair. A mattress, probably not, but maybe the frame, headboard.
Okay, what's the line? There's a desk sounds pretty damn heavy. Can I not call little luggers to move a desk or not?
Well, it depends on the size of the desk. There's a little desk, there's a big desk, a different kind. Like a desk, presidential desk, no, that's way too big, something like that. But like this little computer desk, something in the corner, sure, they probably handle that, yeah.
What about easy chair recliner, lazy boy?
Well, again, the sizes and how much stuff does it do. All them gears inside when you got to hit the switch and make it go up and the feet go out, all this. If you got all that stuff in it, all that metal stuff, sometimes it's a little too heavy. Look, you're going to have to negotiate this with little luggers. I don't know specifically. I feel like I shouldn't get on here and say what they will and won't move. I mean, they ain't going to move a mattress or a whole bed. Well, not a king-size mattress, definitely. Probably not queen-size either. Single? Maybe. I don't know. Take it up with them.
Why don't I just call a regular ass mover?
Well, you can if you want to. This is little luggers. This is when you don't have all, first off, it's going to probably cost you a lot more. You're going to have all that stuff to move. And so be it. If you're moving and you need to get a bunch of stuff out of there, little luggers probably not who you need to call. But it's like, I need a few things I need to put in the garage. I don't feel like doing it. I'm going to call up little luggers. Little luggers going to come over there. They're going to come in. You're going to tell them what you want, where you want it, put it here, put it there, wherever it may be. They're going to lug it right over there. And it's just cute as could be. They come out and they'll scoop it up and move it. Sometimes you don't even want to move it across the room. I want that over here. You want to rearrange some things. They'll come do that too. Little luggers, I'm telling you, again, if it's nothing real big or too heavy, little luggers is exactly who you want to call.
Will they organize a drawer?
Well, I think I have to lug it. I know it ain't reorganized. They reorganize a room by lugging a piece of furniture from one side to the other. They got to lug something. You don't lug anything that's inside of a drawer.
Well, would they empty it, lug it across the room and organize it, then lug it back and put it away?
You're going to have to take it up with them.
I got that one drawer that's just full of batteries and damn.
And if a desk is too big for them, if 2 or 3 of them took the drawers out and they carried each one of them by itself and then 2 of them pick a whole thing up, that's a possibility. You need to talk to little luggers, you really do. But again,
I ain't going nowhere.
A freezer, no. You need to call just a regular moving, it's just not going to happen.
Well, I wish I could be mad at it, but I admire their half-assedness.
What?
I like it we'll do some of it we won't.
They do a specific thing. If you don't, it ain't no half nothing to it. It's they say it except size, but that's what they do. They come in, they little luggers, they gonna move a little thing, nothing big and heavy. That's what they do. They gonna come do that. Some people, look, you're injured or something, maybe you could do it yourself normally, but this week you got a cast on or whatever it is, you need some help. Well, you want to call a full moving service, all these big burly men coming in there and sweating and moving stuff around. I just want to call little luggers. These little fellas come in there, little ladies too, I think, come in there. They're pleasure to be around, cute as can be. Just move it, put the take-in box over to the garage for me, would you? And sure, we will. And, y'all negotiate the terms, but little luggers is who I'd call for certain things, yeah.
Is that their motto?
What?
Who I'd call for certain things?
Well, I guess it could be. I don't mean to coin a phrase. It's up to them. If they want it, they can have it.
So that's little luggers.
Yeah. I said it, yeah. My sponsor, little luggers. If you want a few things moved, small things, small on the smaller side.
I got a sponsor this week, Jackie, that I think you're really going to like.
Okay.
Chicken nuts
What?
with a Z.
What is it?
Chicken nuts
What?
with a Z.
What is it?
You ever been tearing into a big old piece of white meat chicken breast? Juicy, tender. You're like, right now I wish my teeth would meet with the salty, nutty goodness of a nut
What?
in this chicken breast, a nut-studded breast.
What?
You ever been eating some like a drumstick and be like, I wish this had peanuts all up in it?
No.
You know how people put stuff and other stuff like cheese up in a hot dog? There's a fancy French word for it. Cheese up in a pizza.
There's cheese in all pizza. What do you mean?
In the crust.
Oh, that crust feel, the cheesy crust. Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah.
Well, that's one of the ways chicken nuts makes its money, by
What,
putting
you
nuts.
put nuts in a chicken?
Yep. You want some of that Nashville hot nut chicken?
No.
Well, don't go to chicken nuts then, because they got plenty.
I ain't gonna go. I don't want that. No.
You ever had, you know that Burger King, only decent thing I used to have at Burger King was that chicken sandwich. Remember that? Sometimes
Yeah,
you still
pretty
get a
good.
good one of them before they went all the way
Years
down
and years
there.
ago, Burger King used to be all right. Years ago. It's been a long time. It ain't no good. It ain't been good in a long time. But yeah, the only thing decent was, yeah. I don't think I even got that anymore.
Well, they got something like it at Chicken Nuts. It's got damn walnuts in it.
I don't. If it's got walnuts in it, then it ain't like what Burger King used to be good at.
No, I was going to say better, but it's just, there's another way to get chicken nuts, Jackie, if you ain't into like just nut-studded chicken meat.
What?
You ever been elbow deep in one of them big plastic, salty jugs of mixed nuts you get at the Home Depot? Just fishing around in there like, damn, I wish I'd come across a tender.
No.
Well,
If I'm snacking on nuts and I'm snacking on nuts, I don't put them together.
Jackie, you are living in the past. Generation Z likes nuts and chickens together. That's just the way it is. They grew up post 9/11, post iPhone, post chicken nuts. That's what they want. They don't keep it separated. They're like, oh, damn, let's get some salty ass, maybe with some pineapple in it, some dried fruit, maybe some trail mix with, a nugget.
Fine, let them eat it. I don't care. Fine.
They like nuggies, they like tendies, and they like nutties.
All right.
Nutty tendy nuggos.
Fine. Just do it. Just do the sponsor. I ain't going to.
And Jackie, there's another way you can get chicken nuts.
Fine.
You ever wanted a damn boiling over, hot ass, bubbling up, yaller pot of chicken, thick chicken broth?
No.
Almost to a chicken gravy consistency.
I like chicken gravy, but I like it on something else. I don't just have chicken gravy by itself. No.
Well, that's great. I hope you like it on a flaky, yeasty, glazy donut.
What?
Plop one in that blooping pot of chicken thick ass gravy juice.
No.
Swash it around in there. Hoist it up. Plop it on a plate. You got yourself another damn chicken nut.
Fine,
This one is a donut covered in damn chicken juice.
All right. I don't want it. That's fine. If you like it to each his own, that's fine. But that's awful to me.
You want to hear another way you can get a chicken nut?
Not really, no.
That's it. But they're
Good.
open to ideas because these
Well,
hadn't been
ain't
playing
gonna-
as well as they thought.
I ain't got as many for them. And yeah, they need some new ideas. Just make chicken or make nuts. I guess I don't see the point of putting them together. It don't sound appetizing to me. But I ain't Generation Z's or any of it. X or Y, none of it. I'm old.
So that is Little Uggers and Chicken Nuts with a Z. Does this feel familiar to you somehow? Like strangely?
Well, I would do it almost every week, not quite, but close to it.
500 almost.
Yeah, coming up. Yeah, I
didn't we talk about? We didn't talk about these last week though, did we?
What
did we talk about even last week?
Well, we talked about something. You talked about sponsors. We had somebody. We always have a sponsor.
I know it. I just can't. I'm probably get old too. I can't remember. It's just something seems weird.